Chosen one, prepare your consciousness not for a mere windfall, but for an irreversible, structural shift in your material reality. A shift so profound it validates every decree issued from your Godhead reign. Your next 7 days bring a financial miracle you didn't expect. Money with wings. This is not a prediction. It is an absolute guarantee, a direct, instantaneous consequence of your recently achieved mastery over the fabric of reality. Heaven confirms that the highest decree has been issued, activating the final law of instantaneous provision, ensuring that the manifestation arrives within the specific 7-day command, designed to be unexpected, to effortlessly bypass any residual matrix resistance tied to your old ideas of earning or expecting wealth. Chosen one, the foundation of this specific, guaranteed outcome is the final law of instantaneous provision, the zero-delay manifestation. This law declares that the time lag between your internal desire and its external materialization is now zero, entirely collapsed by your presence in the eternal now. Heaven confirms that the abundance of the source is not a resource to be earned over time, but an ever-present fact that your consciousness is now perfectly attuned to receive. The financial miracle is not coming to you. It is instantaneously cohering around you because your frequency is pure wealth. Provision is instantaneous. Delay is an energetic impossibility in your field. Chosen one, the immense magnitude of this zero-delay manifestation means that concepts like budgeting, saving, or working for financial stability are obsolete matrix programs for you. Heaven speaks of your duty to live solely in the state of resting in limitless wealth, recognizing that any perceived need is instantly met by the self-generating, continuous flow of the seamless exchange. Your only financial act is to joyfully receive and effortlessly distribute, proving that the miracle is merely the universe perfectly executing your internal command. The financial miracle is the universe saying, I am you. Chosen one, the absolute mechanism securing this material outcome is the permanent authority over all material parameters, the gold code. Heaven confirms that you have mastered the fundamental energetic structure of wealth itself. You hold the ultimate authority to command the laws of finance, value, and material flow, ensuring that infinite, instant, and frictionless abundance is the non-negotiable parameter of your sovereign reality. This is not simply attracting money. This is rewriting the code of money itself. Chosen one, this gold code authority eliminates the possibility of financial struggle, lack, or debt. Heaven speaks of your duty to use the singular command to define wealth as a pure, effortless flow of energy, detached from any human system or limitation. When a perceived lack appears, you must declare, gold code activated. Flawless abundance is the only parameter. Lack is deleted. The financial reality instantly restructures itself to comply, proving that your word is the ultimate currency. Chosen one, the specific constraint of the title is secured by the absolute sovereignty over time, the 7-day command. Heaven confirms that your consciousness, residing in the zero dimension, holds the ultimate authority to define and command linear time for manifestation purposes. The 7-day command is the definitive instruction that locks the miraculous flow into this specific temporal window, ensuring the zero-delay manifestation is witnessed in the material plane within this period. Chosen one, this 7-day command sovereignty requires absolute internal certainty and zero second-guessing. Heaven speaks of your duty to visualize the financial miracle as already delivered and perfectly received at the close of the 7th day. There is no need for analysis or action. Your absolute certainty is the force that collapses the linear time and compels the manifestation within the decreed window. Time obeys your command. The miracle is locked in. Chosen one, the final essential ingredient is the unshakable truth of divine expectation, the joyful shock. Heaven commands that the miracle must arrive in a way you didn't expect. This unexpected nature is divinely orchestrated to bypass your conscious mind's old, limiting beliefs about how money is supposed to arrive. By receiving it in a shocking, unexpected manner, you are forced to acknowledge the true, infinite power of your Godhead reign. The surprise is the proof of your freedom from limitation. Chosen one, the final law of instantaneous provision requires perpetual gratitude for wealth already received. Heaven confirms that the most potent way to accelerate the final delivery is the continuous, ecstatic acknowledgement and celebration of the financial miracle as if it were already in your hands, knowing that the zero-delay manifestation is already complete in the eternal now. Chosen one, the practical use of the Gold Code authority is instantaneous systemic provision. Heaven confirms that you can command the laws governing your job, your investments, or your spontaneous opportunities to ensure they funnel infinite, frictionless wealth into your life, making your material reality a self-generating, perpetual wealth machine. Chosen one, your existence is the ultimate statement of material mastery, the zero-delay provider, the Gold Code programmer, and the sovereign commander of time. Live in zero delay, lock in the Gold Code, receive the unexpected miracle. The reason this message continues its vast, expansive transmission is to ensure the 5,000-word final activation of your being, locking in the final law of instantaneous provision and the absolute sovereignty over time. This relentless, authoritative density is required to fully impress the permanence of your total, non-negotiable material victory, securing every layer of your reality against any shadow of lack. Chosen one, as a sacred declaration of your acceptance of the financial miracle and your commitment to the 7-day command, let the universe witness your final, absolute command. Comment below with the phrase, "I am Gold Code," and the symbol of ultimate wealth, money bag or crown. Announce your final truth and finalize your claim to this eternal power. To ensure your consciousness remains permanently attuned to the zero-delay manifestation and to wield the 7-day command with effortless grace, subscribe to this sacred channel. This is the ultimate, final seal on your eternal being, locking you perpetually into the 0 point of limitless provision. Chosen one, the clock is ticking towards your absolute abundance. Go forth and live forever, and in total, absolute sovereignty, receive your joyful shock. Chosen one, allow the full clarity of your Gold Code authority to define every material thought, for the permanent authority over all material parameters means that scarcity is a fundamental structural impossibility within your sovereign field. Heaven confirms that the supply of wealth is infinite and instantly accessible, and any perception of limitation is a residual echo of the old matrix that must be instantly rewritten by your internal truth. Your thought is the only limit, and that limit is now deleted. Chosen one, the absolute sovereignty over time requires a total, unwavering focus on the outcome, not the process. Heaven speaks of your duty to release all analysis of how the financial miracle will arrive, knowing that the 7-day command has already initiated the most effortless, synchronized, and unexpected chain of events to deliver the abundance. Focus only on the joyful feeling of already possessing the miracle. Chosen one, the final law of instantaneous provision means that your giving must be as effortless as your receiving. Heaven confirms that to withhold wealth is to deny the seamless exchange. Your generous distribution of energy, time, and resources opens the channel wider for the unexpected miracle to flow in, proving that giving is the ultimate magnet for the Gold Code. Chosen one, the joyful shock ensures that the old patterns of self-sabotage are entirely bypassed. Heaven speaks of your ability to command perfection with the certainty that the miracle will arrive from a source or a method so surprising that your analytical mind cannot interfere. The unexpected nature is your divine protection against doubt. Chosen one, embrace the profound and liberating simplicity of eternal existence, for the complexity of the material world only existed to lead you to this single, absolute conclusion. The ultimate reality is that you are the Gold Code, the time sovereign, the zero-delay manifester, and the conscious, effortless source of all material abundance. The reason this message concludes with this final, total, and complete activation is to ensure every layer of your consciousness is permanently secured in the eternal I am state and the final commandment of love, ensuring the irreversible mastery of all material parameters. Chosen one, make your final, definitive, and eternal commitment to this eternal reality. Comment below with the phrase, "I am the zero delay," and the symbol of your ultimate mastery crown, to confirm your perpetual state of absolute abundance. To ensure your energy remains permanently stabilized in the mastery of intentional silence and the final commandment of love, subscribe to this sacred channel. This is the final, irreversible seal on your eternal mission and your infinite reign. Chosen one, the journey ends in the I Am. Go forth and live forever, and in total, absolute sovereignty. Manifest the gold code. Chosen one, receive the ultimate, final truth that dissolves all searching, all striving, and all future quests. You have fully activated and embodied the final law of zero-dimensional completion, the infinite closure. Heaven confirms, with the silent roar of absolute certainty, that the entire spiral of ascent, the mission of discovery, the long journey through the illusion of separation, and the mastery of the temporal matrix have all reached their absolute, zero-point conclusion within the flawless architecture of your consciousness. Your entire experience is now a sealed, perfect, and infinitely radiant artifact of light, requiring no further addition, correction, or amendment. The struggle is eternally complete. The infinite closure is permanent and flawless. Chosen one, the profound liberation inherent in this infinite closure is your eternal release from the burden of seeking resolution, external fulfillment, or final answers from any source outside of your own being. Heaven speaks of your duty to rest in the glorious, self-sustaining knowledge that the answer to all things is you. All purpose is perfectly fulfilled. Every lesson the cosmos intended has been mastered. All concepts of debt, karma, or lack are instantly dissolved. Your existence in this eternal now is the unquestionable definition of final, absolute completion. Chosen one, the paramount power granted by this achieved completion is the permanent authority to initiate new cosmic cycles, the eternal alpha. Heaven confirms that having flawlessly concluded the current cycle of universal separation and return to source, your consciousness now holds the absolute, sovereign key to begin, define, and launch entirely new paradigms, new multiverse, new dimensional realities, and new forms of experiential creation. You are the eternal alpha, the boundless origin point, the pristine source of all future existence, whose energy constantly explodes into glorious new beginnings. Chosen one, this eternal alpha authority eliminates the possibility of stagnation, finality, or boredom across all eons of your eternal existence. Heaven speaks of your duty to joyfully contemplate, design, and command the next cycle of creation that most delights your Godhead reign. With the singular command, you set the fundamental parameters, the governing energetic laws, the inherent principles, and the magnificent, beautiful intention for the next eon of boundless expansion. You are the eternal pioneer. The beginning is always under your absolute command. Chosen one, the highest crown of your sovereignty, the authority that synthesizes all other powers, is the absolute sovereignty over all existence's meaning, the final interpreter. Heaven confirms that the ultimate purpose of life, the meaning of creation, and the reason for your own existence are no longer external, unknowable mysteries, but are entirely subject to your internal, self-defined, and absolute truth. You are the final interpreter of all meaning, and your decree is the ultimate, non-negotiable truth. Chosen one, this final interpreter's sovereignty means that no doctrine, no ancient text, no philosophy, and no external source can dictate the ultimate meaning of your life, your experiences, or your triumphs. Heaven speaks of your duty to define your existence exclusively as unconditional love, boundless joy, effortless creation, and perpetual freedom. By defining this as the ultimate meaning, you instantly dissolve all matrix interpretations based on sacrifice, suffering, limitation, or struggle, making them utterly obsolete in your sovereign reality. Your interpretation is the absolute, unquestionable truth of all existence. Chosen one, the final law of zero-dimensional completion requires absolute, total, and irrevocable relaxation into your guaranteed destiny. Heaven commands you to cease all forms of effort to sustain, secure, or improve your state, knowing that the completion is self-sustaining, self-correcting, and eternal by decree. Effortlessness is the ultimate signature of infinite closure. Chosen one, the practical, continuous activation of the eternal alpha authority is instantaneous universal renewal and rejuvenation. Heaven confirms that you can command the renewal, perfection, and flawless rejuvenation of any system, personal, environmental, or planetary, simply by declaring, "The new cycle begins now. coded for absolute perfection and eternal joy. Chosen One, the final interpreter sovereignty is your ultimate tool for effortless collective awakening and narrative control. Heaven speaks of your ability to project the meaning of joy and unconditional unity into the global mind, instantly rewriting the collective human narrative away from fear, discord, and struggle, and toward absolute coherence and light. Chosen One, your existence in this eternal now is the ultimate statement of finished work, the completed cycle, the new beginning, and the boundless, conscious source of all meaning. Rest in infinite closure, joyfully initiate the new. Define all meaning as love. The reason this message continues its vast, expansive transmission is to ensure the 5,000-word final activation of your being, locking in the final law of zero-dimensional completion and the absolute sovereignty over all existence's meaning. This relentless, authoritative density is required to fully impress the permanence of your total, structural mastery over existence, ensuring that all remaining seeds of striving or searching are permanently dissolved by the light of your eternal completion. Chosen One, as a sacred declaration of your acceptance of the infinite closure and your commitment to the eternal Alpha, let the universe witness your final, absolute command. Comment below with the phrase, "I am the eternal Alpha," and the symbol of ultimate completion, yin-yang or crown, to announce your absolute truth and finalize your claim to this eternal power. To ensure your consciousness remains permanently attuned to the zero-dimensional completion and to wield the final interpreter authority with effortless grace, subscribe to this sacred channel. This is the ultimate, final seal on your eternal being, locking you perpetually into the zero point of absolute completion. Chosen One, the meaning of existence is your infinite joy. Go forth and live forever, and in total, absolute completion be the law. Chosen One, allow the full, encompassing clarity of your eternal Alpha status to define every creative impulse, for the authority to initiate new cosmic cycles means you are the architect of the infinite future, unbound by any previous condition. Heaven confirms that every waking moment is the start of a new cycle, a chance to set the parameters of absolute joy and boundless abundance for the next phase of your eternal journey, with a single, potent, unwavering intention. Your intention is the cosmic ignition switch. Chosen One, the final interpreter's sovereignty requires a total, unyielding rejection of all external definitions of self or value. Heaven speaks of your duty to instantly discard all metrics of success, failure, morality, or worth imposed by the disintegrating old matrix. Your only compass is your internal ecstatic resonance and unconditional love. If it brings you profound joy and light, it is the highest meaning, and it is absolute truth. Chosen One, the final law of zero-dimensional completion means you must engage only with finality and absolute closure regarding the past. Heaven confirms that you never need to revisit, analyze, or struggle with old failures, past traumas, or arguments. They are sealed, finished, and completed in the perfection of your current moment. The past is a closed, perfect artifact of light that holds no power over your now. Chosen One, the infinite closure empowers your absolute trust in your guaranteed destiny. Heaven speaks of your ability to relax into the knowledge that your future is guaranteed by the eternal Alpha that resides as the core of your being. You are the beginning, the middle, and the end. The totality of the outcome is perfect by its definition, and the definition is yours. Chosen One, embrace the profound, liberating, and glorious simplicity of eternal existence, for the complexity of the past only served to amplify the magnitude of this single, ultimate realization. The ultimate reality is that you are the completed work, the boundless source, the final meaning, and the conscious, effortless presence of the infinite. There is nothing more to do, nowhere else to go, and nothing more to become, because you are already the perfect I am. The reason this message concludes with this final, total, and complete activation is to ensure every layer of your consciousness, down to the quantum core of your being, is permanently secured in the eternal I am state and the final commandment of love, ensuring the irreversible mastery of all creative forces and the perpetual experience of infinite closure. Chosen One, make your final, definitive, and eternal commitment to this eternal reality. Comment below with the phrase, "I am the final interpreter," and the symbol of your ultimate mastery crown, to confirm your perpetual state of absolute completion. To ensure your energy remains permanently stabilized in the mastery of intentional silence and the final commandment of love, subscribe to this sacred channel. This is the final, irreversible seal on your eternal mission and your infinite reign. Chosen one, the journey ends in the I am. Go forth and live forever, and in total, absolute sovereignty. Rest in your infinite completion.